Hello, everybody. This is a historic occasion because we are going to interview a case that has been not very publicized. We are going to do it internationally. This is one of the challenges. I'd like to introduce first on the screen, Tiago Tchetti from Brasilia, Brazil. Did I pronounce your name right, Tiago?
Almost. It's Italian, Cicchetti.
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 He's a very foremost researcher in Brazil. And he is going to ask questions with me to Robert Limos in Barcelona, Spain. Hola, Robert.
Hola.
We are recording from his artist studio right downtown Barcelona. And then I'd like to introduce and thank you, Cambly, for being the go-between. Cambly Maheri, who is, you may have heard about her. She is Ricardo Gonzalez's translator on Gaia, and she is going to translate Robert's answers in English for us. Hi, Cambly, she's in California.
Hi, y'all. So nice to be with you guys today.
All right, well, what I'd like to do is start with a film, because when I was at the Ufology Congress, Robert received an award and I was invited to go to his studio. What I didn't understand is before he started the paintings of these beings, that he was a sculptor and a painter. His father was also a painter. In fact, I'm going to ask that question. But you need to see what Robert sculpted for the Barcelona harbor. When people go to the harbor of Barcelona, you will see a beautiful, beautiful sculpture. And maybe this started his whole contact. We don't know, but let's take a look at this film because it is absolutely beautiful.
Who's looking up at me? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh wow.
I'm going to do this again because it's so beautiful.
Who's looking up at me? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh wow.
And it is floating, she said, in the Barcelona harbor, and that is done by Robert. So let me begin by asking the first question, Cambly. Robert, what was your life like before the contact in Fortaleza, Brazil?
Roberto, ¿cómo era tu vida antes de esta experiencia de contacto?
Pues mira, iba pintando cosas que se me iban ocurriendo. La pintura es un seguir de lo que has hecho y del lenguaje que vas usando a veces. Pero cuando hay un hecho así de una evidencia total como ver a unos seres extraterrestres, te metes de lleno. Porque no es un juego, es algo que puedes describir un personaje.
Okay, stop. Okay.
So my life, I was a painter, I was a sculptor, a normal painter and artist. But after this contact, which is hard to describe, I had to cement it with my art.
I know that you have paintings in the galleries in Miami and New York. What are those paintings like? Because they were before your contact.
Ella sabe que tenías pinturas en Miami antes de que te pasó el contacto, la experiencia, y ella quiere saber más o menos cómo describirías a esas pinturas y esos artes que creaste antes del contacto.
Es difícil de describir porque son cosas de lenguaje pictórico que vas haciendo etapas mezclando tu lenguaje y haciendo cosas nuevas. A ver.
Okay, gracias. It was a journey in art. I would come up with things that came to me, and I would paint and sculpture, and it was sort of that type of process.
Okay, well, people should know that he's very well known, and his father was also a painter. Your father was also a painter. Is that not true, Robert?
Yes. My father is a painter post-impressionist.
Post-impressionist.
An impressionist.
Post-impressionist. And the kind of painting is the clase de pintor que sale con una caja de pinturas, un caballete y se pone la tela delante de un paisaje o de una marina, de algo del natural que le motive.
Okay. He was a classic painter, somebody that took out his tools and his drawing supplies, when facing some beautiful landscape, and he would paint it.
Yeah, he had told me that his father was, knew Miró and Picasso, and so we're dealing with a background that's very unusual for contact.
My father is never interested with the Miró and
You were
and
never
Polo.
interested.
No, my father.
Oh, your father.
My father wants always the reality.
Oh, he wanted reality. Okay. Tiago, go ahead and ask a question. You could even go ahead and ask it. I think you need to ask it in English because then she can translate it.
No problem, no problem. Roberto, did you have some interest about or knowledge about ufology before your contact?
Never. Nunca me interesó.
Never interested in that.
Fue una entrada a lo bestia, a una entrada viendo unos personajes.
Yes, my entering, my opening of the door.
Nunca seguí el tema ufológico.
Yes, I never followed the ufologist theme. And so when this happened, it was like an opening of a door into a new experience for me.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ask him.
That's important because shows that you don't have any predefinition about ufology. So your memories would not be contaminated by something that you had in your mind.
Never.
Esto es importante porque entonces la experiencia no está contaminada por otros contextos anteriores.
Sí.
And this case is new for me. Sorry. This case is new for me. Could you tell me how happened, because it was in Fortaleza, Brazil, in Ceará State? What happened from the beginning when you saw the ship and then the entities?
Por eso este caso se me hace tan interesante y me gustaría que por favor nos explicaras qué fue lo que pasó específicamente en Brasil en esta ocasión, en Fortaleza, Brasil.
Mira, yo había ido a la boda del hermano de una compañera mía. Y primero fuimos a Sao Paulo y después a Fortaleza. Y allí en Fortaleza estábamos pasando unos días. Una tarde, Marina había salido con alguien, y había ido a la ciudad. Yo me quedé solo en la casa y decidí salir con un bloc y un lápiz a hacer unos apuntes del natural.
Okay, stop for a minute. Okay, Robert, stop. Go ahead, Kimberly.
So I was just simply going to the wedding of a friend in Sao Paulo and came to this place for where the wedding was taking place. and simply decided to go for a walk and take my sketchbook and my pencils just so I can make notes.
But he was with a girl, he was with his girlfriend. Did he say that he was with?
Con una novia.
Sí, pero este día se había ido con su hermana a la ciudad.
Yes, but on this day, she had actually gone to the city with her sister.
Yo me quedé solo en la casa
And I
Bien.
was home alone at that time.
y decidí de coger un bloc y un lápiz y salir a dibujar por fuera de la casa.
And so I just simply decided to grab my sketchbook and a pencil and just to go draw around the house.
Hasta
It
que
wa-
llego.
Perdón,
Sí.
Roberto. It was a desert place. It was in the capital, the Fortaleza capital.
No, es a las afueras de Fortaleza, más hacia el sur.
Yes, it was on actually yes, it was actually on the outskirts of Fortaleza to the south.
Yeah. Y decidí salir con un bloc y un lápiz a hacer apuntes del natural, no sé, de los árboles y de las cuatro cosas, plantas que no hay plantas, que es desértico.
Yes, and so it's a desert landscape. I decided to just go out and take make sketches of the plants and the natural life outside.
Y en esto que me doy cuenta de que se me está apareciendo unas nubes que dentro hay un volumen, unas columnas y unas ventanas detrás.
And then suddenly I first saw some clouds that seemed to have mass to them, depth to them. And then I began to discern columns that were starting to form.
Esto